Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So today we're actually going to look at the oldest buildings in Europe, and we're going to do that via TikTok on my screen. So with that being said, what's smoking on my dragons, divine righteous almighty greats, overachieving, never slacking, and today we are flying back over to Europe. Here we go.
Anglo-Saxon churches are incredibly rare, and few are as well preserved as All Saints' Church here in Wing in Buckinghamshire. The Anglo-Saxon period can be broadly defined as the time between the end of the Roman occupation in the 5th century and the Norman conquest at the end of the 11th century. The church here, the oldest parts of it date to the middle of the Anglo-Saxon period, the 8th century, which is only about a century after England was re-Christianised after the coming of St Augustine of Canterbury at the end of the 6th century. Beneath my feet is the crypt, the oldest part of the church. That's the part that dates to the 8th century, and the roof of it incorporates pieces of Roman.
The crypt just sounds scary, yeah. Like the crypt. Y'all remember that show? I think it was in like the 90s, Tales of the Crypt. Whew. It just sounds wild. I'm not gonna lie.
Brick. This is quite common in Anglo-Saxon churches and even Norman churches to reuse pieces of Roman building materials. Above me is a huge Anglo-Saxon chancel arch. It's the widest one in England at 21 feet across. The apse above the crypt is the only Anglo-Saxon apse to survive in all of England. It dates to the 10th century, which is towards the end of the Anglo-Saxon period. However, if Wing Church, being possibly one of the oldest buildings in all of England, isn't enough to make you really want to come here, then the dormer monuments that line the church really are quite something to see as well. This one dates from the middle of the 16th century and is an incredibly rare example of French neoclassical carving in England. Anglo-Saxon churches.
That carving, that carving right there is phenomenal. I mean, just the detail, and it looks like a ram. You know, I'm an Aries. You know, we're symbolized by the ram, so maybe that's why I like it so much. It definitely looks like a ram.
The oldest house in France, located in Aveyron, has a rich history that dates back 700 years to the 13th century. Originally owned by a woman named Jeanne, this remarkable building features a ground floor that is slightly smaller than the upper level.
Hold on real quick. First off, let me give a shout out to the woman out there, and I'm saying that because uh, there's another. If you guys ever heard of another, where's this at? San Jose, California, the Winchester home. I mean, the things, the things women have owned and designed in this world, I think definitely go over some heads. Like their capabilities, like that Winchester home in San Jose is incredible. Then you got this woman here in France who was the oldest house in France, 700 years old, and she owned it.
This design choice was a clever tactic to minimize tax expenses, as taxes were based on the area of occupied land during that time. The stone structure indicates that Jeanne was likely of considerable wealth. Today, efforts are underway to preserve and celebrate this historic landmark.
I wish we knew more about Jeanne though. You know, let me get her. I want to get her full name again because I want to look her up.
Originally owned by a woman named Jeanne, this remarkable.
That's all we're gonna get is the Jeanne. No last name, nothing. Come on, man. That gonna start making me think woman is just hit. Remarkable woman. A lot of them are just hidden from history or something. Like that's all we're gonna get is Jeanne. That's it.
This is the oldest city in Europe. It's been inhabited for over 9,000 years, making it 5,000 years older than Rome. People used to live in cave dwellings on the side of the cliff, but now many of these caves have been converted into hotels and restaurants.
Hold on. Look how beautiful this place is, though. Like, it just feels like it gives that vibe of there's this saying in Africa that goes, it takes a village to raise a child. Like, it gives that village, but a city, but like it feels like everyone was like just helping each other, and I could be wrong, but it just gives that vibe, that welcoming vibe of community. That's the word I'm looking for, just community.
In Rome, people used to live in cave dwellings on the side of the cliff, but now many of these caves have been converted into hotels and restaurants. This is Matera. It's located in southern Italy. Make sure to visit at least once in your lifetime.
Wow, that was beautiful. Matera, Italy. That was amazing. Definitely worth going to. I mean, Europe has so many So much beauty. Here we go.
Imagine a palace so advanced. It had running water, intricate art, and multi-story buildings all built over 3,500 years ago. This is the Palace of Knossos, a marvel of the Minoan civilization and a source of some of ancient Greece's most enduring myths. Constructed around 1900 BCE, Knossos wasn't just a royal residence. This enormous complex, covering over 20,000 square meters, served as a hub of politics, religion and culture for the Minoans. Its sheer size and complexity inspired tales of the Labyrinth and the Minotaur, a monster.
And people doubt the ancients. Like, they really think that we're just so much more advanced and smarter than the ancients. I mean, this is incredible when you listen to and hear about the things that were built and what inspired certain mythology and certain tales throughout history is incredible.
Sheer size and complexity inspired tales of the Labyrinth and the Minotaur, a monstrous creature said to be kept within its twisting corridors. The walls of Knossos are adorned with colourful frescoes, illustrating a world of ritual, nature and athleticism. One of the most famous scenes shows bull leaping, a practice that may have had religious significance and displayed the Minoans' reverence for this powerful animal. But Knossos wasn't only known for its legends and art. The palace was a marvel of engineering, featuring an advanced plumbing system that supplied running water and ventilation, technologies nearly unheard of in its time, centuries before similar advancements in other parts of the world.
I hope y'all listening close. Like, listen to what they had there. What? Like, you listening to people, at least out here in the Western world, you'll think all the ancients were just like the playing with rocks or something. There's a lot of people who think that. They think that a lot of these ancients were just like playing with rocks or something. I don't.
Technologies nearly unheard of in its time, centuries before similar advancements in other parts of the world. In the heart of Knossos lies the oldest throne room in Europe, containing a stone seat that has endured for millennia. This was a place of power, where the Minoan ruler or high priest likely presided over ceremonies, symbolizing...
Did we just see the Iron Throne? Nah, Game of Thrones here? Hold on, are we seeing what may have inspired Game of Thrones? Like...
the influence Knossos held in the ancient Aegean. The Palace of Knossos is a testament to a civilization that flourished long before Greece's classical age. Its ruins are a blend of history and myth, still captivating the world today. Explore the wonders of ancient history. Subscribe for more journeys into the world's greatest civilizations.
That was honestly incredible. When I look at that one bull, I'm like, man, it's reminding me of that ram again. It's reminding me of that ram. That right here, you know, it's a sign. Sign. Big Aries energy out here, even though that's a bull, but still reminding me of that ram.
Once upon a time, when truth I find, purpose in this life along the way. Once
To even build that is, I mean, it's literally like heaven on earth to me, looking at that. Incredible. Whew.
This is an abandoned chateau in France near the borders of Switzerland. Do you honestly believe this was built nearly 300 years ago using only hammers and chisels? Each door is around 15 feet tall. This is an abandoned chateau in France near the border.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if some giants built that at this point. I wouldn't. Much love. If you ever been to any of these places, let me know in the comments.